Hey guys, what's going on? Dom here for DeathlessTV. Today we're going to be looking at this whole new wave of emo bands that have been coming out in the past few years. Now, it's no secret, I love death metal, I love deathcore, I love everything that's like super heavy music, but truth be told, just like a lot of people that are my age, regardless of what they listen to now, I grew up listening to emo music.
I went to the barber and now my hair doesn't do the flicky thing like that guy from the band like it did before.
And I'll preface this whole video by saying that emo in itself is, yeah, sure, there's like a genre associated to emo, but generally speaking, it was more kind of an aesthetic and a group of, it was a subculture, right? Which included a lot of different genres. So, you know, you'd listen to AFI and then you'd listen to like Drop Dead Gorgeous. And those are two completely different bands, theoretically speaking, sound-wise, but would all kind of fall under the emo banner. So what I'm going to be looking at today, it's the same kind of thing. Obviously, you've got some bands that are going to sound a lot more like metalcore than others maybe sounding more kind of like post-rock. Not like a huge wave. Like, I'm not saying there's like 10,000 new emo bands that have come out in the last few years, but there have been a few, and thankfully for us, a lot of those have been really good. So this is something I've been looking forward to for a while now. I've always been on the lookout for some new bands to listen to in that same vibe as when I was a teenager, and we're getting it right now. So I'm going to dive into these bands and check it all out. So Damon and me are kind of more on the brand new, thrice kind of sounds, but I've been really digging their sound in general. This guy has an amazing singing voice. Kind of funny story, I actually met the guys maybe for another time, but really cool dudes, and the music is really awesome. They have been putting out singles and then grouping them as like 3-song EPs. I think they're on their second one right now, and honestly, really worth checking out. All right, so this band is called If I Die First, and I've got to say, this is exactly the style of band that I've been looking for in terms of new emo music. This is such a weird super group, I guess. Travis Richter. I can't say that name. He used to be the guitarist from First to Last. He's a part of this band, Lil Lotus, and members of Ghostmain. So it's like really random, but it shows that all these guys kind of grew up in emo and just been putting out this really high-pitched singing, high-energy, upbeat style, kind of post-hardcore emo. I fucking love it. This is a band called SeeYouSpaceCowboy. I actually found out about them because it's a split EP with If I Die First, but it's not really a split, it's kind of like a collab album. It's like 3 songs, but they all worked on them together. A lot more aggressive, a bit more metalcore-y. Definitely embody that vibe, though. Dissonant notes, which are super cliche within the style. I just love the vibe. Next up is a band called Static Dress, and honestly, this I think is the band that I enjoy the most out of this entire list. They've been going for a very emo, Screamo kind of aesthetic, even throughout like their social media and stuff. Whoever's doing everything is really putting out some really cool visuals. All their music videos kind of tie in together look-wise. And the music is really cool, very reminiscent of old school Under Oath. They've just been releasing singles. I think they've got 5 singles out now. They've put out some live sessions and stuff like that of these same songs as well. Just a band that I think was really picking up just as COVID was starting to hit. I'm eager to see what this band is going to do in the next few years, because I really feel like this is kind of like the top tier of what this emo, Screamo kind of revival kind of has to offer right now. All right, last band we've got is a band called WristMeetRazor. It's written all in one word. Really digging the style, really digging the vibe. Again, these guys are going for kind of a darker kind of image, almost kind of like a gothic style, but music is a little bit on the metalcore side, a bit heavier. Definitely reminiscent of a lot of those older, kind of heavier Screamo, emo bands of the day, though. All this kind of breakdown. That kind of goes over 5 bands that I've been really into lately. Cool to see this style of band coming back. All the bands that I mentioned have some sort of hype around them, and I think there's really going to be a revival of this sort of genre, and I just think it's cool that the few bands that are doing it right now have really been putting out some cool and innovative material, regardless of it being a genre of the past or whatever. So that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. If you guys aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. I've also got a Discord server that I'll be linking down below if you guys want to talk a bit about music and stuff like that. It's all set up for different genres, and we talk, you know, gaming, we've got memes going on and all that stuff. So link to all that down below. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.